Welcome back, Connect fam. We are keeping the show rolling and going. Our next guest is real estate agent, Miss Tamika Moses, owner of Robin Bird Realty, talking all things investment, the current state of the real estate market. And of course, she's going to be giving us some tips for buyers and sellers. So help us welcome to the show. Hi, Miss Tamika.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. How's everyone doing today?
We are amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for joining us. So
Thank
we're
you.
gonna jump into it. Tamika, we're going in. Is that
Okay,
okay?
awesome. I'm ready.
Okay, that's the attitude we need. So
I'm
we're
ready.
going to jump into all things real estate questions. But
Okay.
first, we want to know more about you, my dear, and really why you felt called to the real estate world. Like, what was it? Tell us your story.
You know what? I tripped into the world of real estate. I attended college, and my initial job was to be an ESPN anchor. I was supposed to be an ESPN sports anchor. So I would come home from the summers in Tallahassee because I attended Florida A&M University, and that's when the real estate market was on fire back in 2000, in the early 2000s. So I would go to the new home developments and everything. And one day I heard one of the agents say how much they got paid. And I said, that kind of piques my interest. And I just saw how interesting it was. I was seeing people buying property on a Monday and flipping it on a Tuesday for a large amounts of money. And next thing I know, I graduated from college. So I did not receive that ESPN job. So I decided to come back home, and lo and behold, I wound up in real estate because that was the end job at the time, and I've been enjoying it ever since.
Oh wow! Thank you for sharing that. So
Thank you.
if I can ask you, Robin, we all know inflation is up and recession
Yes.
is pretty much like it's like looming around. You know, that's how it feels.
Yeah. Yes.
How
And,
do buyers and sellers protect themselves right now, in your opinion?
well, I know inflation is up, and everyone's talking about this big thing in inflation. But the thing about it is, and they keep the first thing they say, "Oh my God, it's a recession." But times have changed since 2000. I would say since the last crash. That was a one and once in a lifetime event that happened. So I tell people to save up, and their first property may not be their dream property. So everybody wants, oh my God, I want this huge 4 bedroom house. I want the swimming pool. I want this. I'm like, if you're a first time home buyer, I'm like, that first property is your starting point, and you work your way up. I said, always think about looking at that first property as your investment, turn it to your investment property. Let's get something that you can afford, nothing that you're going to be able to say, yeah, I can afford it just a little bit. But if anything happens, I may not be able to afford it. If I miss one check, I said, so let's just try to get something below what you are pre-approved for. Now, with my sellers, I tell them, let's just price it right. This market is extremely hot, but sometimes some sellers they do some things outrageous. It's like, it's overpriced, it's overinflated. So when I work with my sellers, I give them the hard cold facts. I let them see what the close comparables are. I let them see why this property may have closed at a higher price due to the fact that this property may close at a lower price. But I think that both buyers and sellers are still able to win in this market.
Thank
This
you
is
for
such great
sharing.
information. Yes. Well, okay, Tamika, I have a couple questions for you here. So we're going to start to get into investments. So
Woo! Love it.
here we go. So for those who are in a position to buy an investment, to
Yes.
build wealth, where should they get started? And then a secondary question to that, and I can repeat it. So number one, where do I get started? Number two, once you get the property, or once this person gets the property, do they go the Airbnb route, or is a long-term renting opportunity more strategic?
Okay, so to get into your first investment, so I tell people, I say, with FHA in conventional financing, you can get a 1 to 4 unit. So they're like, what are you talking about? I say, you can buy a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex with a FHA loan. I said the FHA is only 3.5% down. You're like, wait. I'm like, think about it. I said you can live in one unit and you can rent the other 2 or 3 units out. I said, because those rents for that property could cover your mortgage and you're making a profit every month. And I said, think about it. You're also getting equity on a yearly basis, gaining equity on a yearly basis in that property. Now, with the Airbnb and a long-term tenant, it's a pro and it's a con. I said the pros with Airbnb, yes, of course, it's high season, then it's a high season where you can get average nights $200-$300 just like a hotel. I said then there may be some nights it may not rent out. So I said you have to be comfortable with that. Versus with a long-term tenant, and we know how the rental market is right now because the rental market is sky high right now. And I said, do you want that long-term consistent tenant where you're able to get a yearly rent and probably raise the rents anywhere between 3 to 5%? Whereas you know that they will take care of your property. And the only thing you really worry about is like the little repairs, probably your plumbing or AC issue. Both will make money. I said, but it's on your comfort level. Are you just really want that consistent 1 or 2 tenants long term? And they're like, okay, then they don't give me any problems. They're quiet or whatever. Or you're taking a chance with Airbnb, which is really cool as well. But I tell people, I said, it's like another job. You are working as well. So. But no, both of them are great, awesome investments. I actually have people that do buy properties just to do Airbnb.
Wow. Well, I know, Tamika, someone's listening or a couple may be listening and like, okay, I need to talk to her. I need to get in touch with her. For those who are interested in working with you, how can they learn more and how can they connect with you, please?
You can follow me on my Instagram at Tamika Moses _. You can follow me I'm on TikTok, Tamika Moses as well. And I'm also on Facebook at Tamika Moses. So all of my social media handles are under Tamika Moses.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Tamika, for joining us. It is and was a pleasure. Thank you for dropping those nuggets as well.
Yes, one thing about I always tell people our biggest wealth generator is real estate. Real estate is something I tell people it doesn't matter. Don't listen to the news, block them out when they say, "Oh my God, the market is going down." I say, always remember, if the market crashes, you can't sleep in the streets. You will always need a roof over your head. So
that's right.
That's good. And I gotta say before I go, I'm an owl, but strike, and strike again. There we go. Alumnize FAMU.
I would FAU too. So both of them are great schools.
There we go.
I always tell people all 4 of the schools are great schools. So I'm not biased like that. So yes.
I love it. Shout out to the Rattlers and Owls. Yes. So we have a quick break, family. We will be right back. Don't you move. Stay tuned.
I'm Elena Cardone, and I help women reach a heightened level of success. You can keep up with me online at www.elenacardone.com. You're watching the Connect Network TV.